I'm Vic Myers. Welcome to the Resistance. If you don't hear from me in the next few days, well, it means that the wind finally picked me up and carried me off to the land of Oz. It's bad. You'll see when I show you the puppies, they're not having any fun either. Anyway, I was at work this morning, and I can't talk about politics or religion when I'm at work. I'm sitting there, and this old man walks in, and he starts asking me, what do you think about what's going on in this country? Like, what do you mean? All these violent gangs. We've got to do something about all these violent gangs. They took over that city the other day. I'm like, what are you talking about? What city? He says, I don't remember the name of it. And I said, do you mean Aurora? He said, yeah, that's the one. I saw it on TV. The gangs took over Aurora. I said, sir, that didn't happen. Fox News lied to you. Now, at this point, I'm kind of tippy-toeing around on that rule about not talking politics and religion, but I couldn't help myself. And he was shocked. What do you mean? Really? That didn't happen? I said, no, sir, I know somebody up there, and it didn't happen. And then he went on about whatever happened to integrity in this country. Can't anybody tell the truth anymore? And mumble, 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 mumble. I had to politely ignore him after that, because if I didn't, well, I imagine I might have got fired for telling him he was a freaking idiot. If he really cared about integrity, he wouldn't have voted for Donald Trump. But I didn't. I kept my job. And while I was ignoring him, I got to thinking about Shady Vance over there in Greenland the other day. He went up there for a 3-day trip and only stayed 3 hours because literally nobody in Greenland wanted to talk to him. He gave his little speech and started going on about how Denmark hasn't done a good job of keeping Greenland safe. I wanted to throw something at the TV at that point. Who in the hell are we to tell anybody that they're not being kept safe? And then I remembered. The word safe is nothing but a fascist attempt to control people. Whenever you hear one of these politicians talk about keeping people safe, well, that should be a great big red flag for you. Because Trump says he's keeping us safe by rounding up all these immigrants and deporting them without their due process just to keep us safe, while his billionaire playboy cuts the weather balloons, while his health secretary tells people to overdose on vitamin A in order to combat measles. Measles is hit just up the road from me, where my kids all live. My daughter's a teacher. She's going to be going to school with kids who probably didn't get vaccinated. Anyway, the point is, the word safe. The fascists are using the word safe to try and make us think that they're doing things for us. So anytime you hear somebody talk about keeping us safe, you need to challenge them. Don't let them get away with changing the meaning of important words in order to get you to capitulate to fascism. Good day.
I didn't punch you in the face, but Jesus.